Hi everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today in this video, we are going to see how to create Flexbox and how to use Flexbox in CSS and what is the use of Flexbox in CSS, why we need to use Flexbox to create layout in CSS. So let's get started. So first let's understand the requirement of the Flexbox. So generally what happens when you have a different boxes in a layout. So how to manage those boxes when there is a overflow content, because there is a 5 cards, but I need to wrap these contents. But if you did not use Flexbox, then what you will do, this becomes difficult to manage these boxes after the 100% width. So to flex these items, we need to use Flexbox so that we can handle the layout efficiently. So let's create Flexbox. So here I am creating a box named container with class container. Inside it, I need a box name with class name item and item $i, and this will be 6 items. Okay, if I create this, you can see the layout. If I click here, the 6 item will be ready, and here I rename this items to item 1, item 2, item 4, item 3, and item 5, and item 6. Right, so we have these 6 boxes. Let's create some UI so that you can understand clear. Here I'm adding styles. First, what I will do, I will just reset the styles. Margin 0, padding 0, box sizing border box, and let's give the container min height 100 keyboard height, and inside it let's create item words. Let's just create this background blue, or let's just add another background like this. Okay, so if you see, let's add the margin, like add the margin 5 pixel. If I create this, you can see like this, and let's add the height as well. Height 300 pixel and width 300 pixel. Now we can see the item as this, the div is block level element, so it's coming one by one because it's taking 100% width. So there is a need that we have different cards and we have to show them side by side, and we have to flex the items, right? We can flex side by side those items. So for that we need use Flexbox. So to make the container Flexbox, we just use display flex on the container. And when you use flex container, the item will flex from one by one. Right? And one more use case of the flex is to make the items into the center. There is a text item inside each boxes. So what I will do, I will use the display flex. Okay, we will see it later. Before, let's first finish the flex understanding. So we have to flex. We use flags to flex the items one by one. And let's add some styles. Let's make it the border radius 8 pixels so that it looks cool. Okay. Now let's what happen if there are more items like 8 items. If there is 8 items, what happens? So when we had 8 items, when you increase the items, it shrinks the boxes to adjust the all boxes within the container, right? Now let's see the different boxes, different properties of flex boxes. So here what I will do, there is a flex property flex wrap. So there are the different properties. Wrap means the item will wrap to the next line if there is no proper space in the container. So if I use flex wrap, you can see the boxes are wrapped in the next line, right? And the next property is justify content. Justify content means what will be the placement of these boxes in the horizontal direction. So for that we use justify content. If we use justify content center, you can see the boxes are centered aligned into the horizontal direction. Let me show you. If I am unchecking this property, you can see the item are left aligned to the left. By default, the flex item are aligned to start of the flex container. And when I use justify content center, items are aligned to the center of horizontal lines. Okay. And again, if I use let's reduce this height so that we can see the differences. I'm using making height 100%. And now what I have to do, I have to make these boxes aligned to the container in center. So for that, we use align items center. And now you can see the boxes are aligned to the center in vertical direction. And same like that, you can manage the gap as well. This gap, okay, for the gap, you can use whatever you want to use. Let's I'm using 20 pixels, so the gap between the boxes will be 20 pixels or the flex items. Okay, so here I'm using flex gap 20 pixel, and now I'm just removing justify content center. Now you can see this box is not being adjusted here, so it's wrapped in the next line. But what happen if I want to divide all the bits equally in these boxes? For that, what I will do, I will just go to the item, flex item, and I will make it flex grow 1, and it will occupy all the width within its items. So all width will be divided equally for each item. Okay. So in this way, you can create layout without using other properties and minimize your CSS. So simply we had the flex grow 1 means the item will grow to fill the container width. Now what happen if I, instead of growing all items, I just want to use on first item? So what I will do, I will add flex grow 1 on this item. So what it will do, the remaining two items will grow as by default, but where we applied flex grow, that will occupy the remaining space. Okay. So in that you can see you can manage your different layouts according to your need. Here I'm using gap. Okay. And and same like that. And here you can see that here there is the two items in the third row, but it's occupying the same space. It's not just occupying the in this part only. If occupy this width only, this much width only, it will end it up the here only. But it there is the two item, that's what's dividing equally, because we are using flex grow one, which is meant for dividing the container width equally in the flex items. And one more thing is there is a, let's remove this flex grow one, and now remove the flex wrap as well. Okay, now I want to show you the one a different property, which is flex shrink. Simply we had set this width 300 pixel, but it has been shrink then 300 pixel. Currently it is 132 pixel. But generally what flex does, it shrinks the items to fit the items in the container. But if we have requirement that we don't want to shrink the items, then for that we use flex shrink, and you have to told how much it need to shrink. But I want to apply the flex shrink 0, means it should not shrink. So on the first item I applied flex shrink 0, so it will not shrink, and you can see its width is 300 pixel, which we have given here. Okay, and same like that you can specify for other child as well. Let's apply on the item 4. If I apply the flex shrink here as well as 0, then you can see this item is not also being shrinked. So these are the properties you can use to create a layout. Okay, now let's see how to use display flex to make the item are due into the center. Let's assume that this is content, but I want to make this in center of this box. For that, what I will do, I will just use display flex in this box, because this box will be container for this text, and on this container I want to make this container as a display flex. For the horizontal alignment, I will make justify content center. Now you can see the text is aligned center horizontally. Now for the vertical center, I want to apply align item center. And for that, I will apply align item center. And now you can see with the 3 items, I make this text into the center. How wonder, right? This is very useful property as display flex. You can use it to create a complex layout in 1D or one directional layout, right? Next video we will see how to use display grid for the two-dimensional layout. Okay, I hope you understand the Flexbox in CSS, and thanks for watching. We'll see you in the next video.